Love conquers all. True unconditional love conquers all. So I was in the hospital for more than 3.5 months, almost 4 months, recovering from me blowing my fingers off. And at this point in my life, I had a decent amount of trauma. Physical, emotional, definitely psychological. I've been tortured by my own family. I've been to 20 different countries at that point. Basically all of them war zones, except for my grandmother's house. Everything else was kind of a new experience or a new torture experience, either literal or otherwise. Over 10 surgeries already. The amount of just drugs that have been pumped into my body just because of the amount of surgeries I had at that point was already insane. And there's so much trauma there that still, now that I'm a father, I am starting to unpack a whole new level of layers that I thought I dealt with, that I thought I went through, not I buried, that I literally felt and went through, that I thought I did the work. And now there's more things popping up. And one of the things that I keep coming back to is the unconditional love I first felt from my grandmother, first learned from my grandmother, just everything that I experienced from her. And what do I mean by unconditional love? Because of the amount of trauma that I had, I was basically a feral, crazy child by the time I moved in with her after I blew my fingers off. And the thing is that my parents actually wanted to take me back to the war zones. Because before that, I didn't have a stable home, good examples. So my grandmother got a truly broken kid with missing fingers. And I remember how much work she put in. Even before I got to her place, 3.5 months I spent in the hospital, she was there either every day or every other day. She would bring me fruit salads that she would make herself. She would make me good homemade meals, because you know how hospital food is. And my grandmother was the best cook. I know everybody says their grandmother was the best cook, but no, literally, she truly was the best cook. Because as a little girl, she was actually trained by French and German chefs, and she perfected the art of making an incredibly good meal with few ingredients. I was truly all over the place. I was getting into a lot of trouble. I really didn't have any good direction in life. I barely knew how to be civilized. And she took time and patience and care, and with unconditional love, showed me a better way. No matter what I did, she was patient. No matter what I did, she was kind. No matter what I did or how much trouble I got in, she was understanding. I hope that you can experience it in your life at least once. However, if you can't, then it's something you can create. You can have that vision of what you want. I only had a glimpse of it for a couple years, but that was enough to crystallize what I want. Everything else was based off of other great figures, like Gandhi or Helen Keller, for example, who lived their life righteously, following their own values, no matter what the world around them is saying. That is how my grandmother taught me to live.